Welcome to the Leverton on Everything podcast. I'm Leverton, and this is Everything, a daily podcast where I review literally everything in under 10 minutes. Today we're going to talk about British rom-com classic and the thing that gave Hugh Grant his star break, 4 Weddings and a Funeral. I gave it 5 out of 10 stars. And I just don't think that it holds up. When I watched this movie when it came out, my first girlfriend wanted me to get a haircut in the style of Hugh Grant because she thought it was cute. I remember vaguely liking this film and thinking it was funny. When I rewatched it a few nights ago, nothing about it was fun. It's the story of a man who is so smitten with a casual relationship that he plunges into a wedding when he realizes that he can't have her, and then torpedoes that wedding when he realizes he can have her. It's kind of cliche now, but this whole he's so nervous he can't communicate properly, yet he is really cute, is the whole vibe of the movie. Hugh Grant's character is adorkable, and yet there is nothing else about him in the film to make him likable. We know he has a deaf brother, a few very close friends, and multiple ex-girlfriends, who all appear at the same wedding, which is one of the funniest moments of the film. Annie has no reason to choose him, although likewise there's nothing interesting or unique about Annie, unless being American was so much more sexy for the British back then. And Andie MacDowell is clearly very attractive, but in this she just looks like a dork. I did realize I did realize while watching this that this film had a large impact on how I swear, which I won't do now. But if you've seen the film, when they're running late, there are a few phrases that I still say sometimes. So I guess maybe that's what my teenage self really liked about the film. But apart from that, there's nothing to recommend this to anyone. And one thing that I really didn't like about it is, I know that it's a character, right? But Hugh Grant is one of those movie stars who kind of plays himself in every movie with different variations. And Hugh Grant is a very articulate guy. You can like him or dislike him, but he's very articulate. And he wouldn't be tongue-tied in that kind of way. And I think the writers of the movie just are like, okay, this will be funny if he does this. Yeah, and it's not funny. It's not funny at all. And one thing that I didn't mention in my review that I kind of liked was that a lot of the supporting characters look like real people. By which I mean now, if they made this movie, all of the friends, unless one of the friends has weight problems, but that's a separate issue, all of the friends would look like models, basically. Because now, when you watch a movie, they all look very, very attractive. And that's weird because, there's different things, like, it's weird because different people find different things attractive, but in movies now there's like this one standard attractiveness, if that makes any sense. Yeah, and there can't be like more normal looking people. But in this film, a lot of they're not main characters, they're all supporting characters, but Hugh Grant's character is a roommate, doesn't look like this Hollywood ideal version of a woman, and one of his friends in his friend group doesn't look like the ideal Hollywood version of a man also, which makes sense because he's Scottish. But also, it's kind of weird because this movie came out in 1994, and not to blow the plot or reveal the plot too much, although it is called 4 Weddings and a Funeral, but one of the characters obviously dies in the movie, and so his boyfriend is giving a eulogy, and he's doing this thing where he asked other people what they thought about his boyfriend, and like the main thing that comes up first is the fat guy, the fat obnoxious guy. And he's stout, certainly, But fat? Like, that's kind of crazy what people considered fat back then. You know, a few extra pounds was fat, which I don't know what's better, the way that we do things now or the way that they did things then. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. It's not the worst movie in the world, but I think that you could miss it without, without any problems. I'm going to recommend my other podcasts. I have a podcast with my son called the Everything and More Etc. podcast. Please check that out. And I have a podcast called Death by Disney where I review literally every Disney film in chronological order. So if you're interested in that, please check them out. Bye.